Kalorama, a recorded book's Highbridge imprint, presents The Button, The New Nuclear Arms Race and Presidential Power from Truman to Trump, by William J. Perry and Tom Z. Collina, read by John Pruden. Publisher's note: the views expressed in this book are those of the authors and do not necessarily express policy or position of the Department of Defense or the U.S. government. The public release clearance of this book by the Department of Defense does not imply Department of Defense endorsement or factual accuracy of the material. Preface. Your shot, Mr. President. It's a cool fall day on the golf course, a stiff breeze moving puffy white clouds through the sky. The afternoon sun angles through the trees, putting everything in sharp, clear contrast. The world is in high definition. The President of the United States is considering his next shot. His ball lies in the rough, about 100 yards from the green, and so deep in the weeds that he can barely see it. He doesn't have time for this, yet he is badly in need of distraction. His domestic political problems are boiling over, something to do with tax evasion years ago, and Congress is moving to start impeachment hearings. If that weren't bad enough, Russia is moving a menacing military force to its borders with Belarus, where a pro-Western government is talking about joining NATO. The Russian president said that morning that Belarus would turn to the West over my dead body, and reminded Washington that when Ukraine played this game in 2014, it came to a bad end. Just a month before what he hoped would be his re-election day, the U.S. president is determined to do three things: distract public attention from Congress's impeachment shenanigans, save Belarus and make Democrats look weak for having lost Ukraine, and above all, look presidential. Your shot, Mr. President. The president peers into the weeds, trying to imagine how to get his ball onto the green. A cell phone ring breaks his trance. His national security advisor answers, stiffens, and rattles off a series of words. NSA Ellen Banks, Charlie, Delta, 339er7. What's going on? The president demands, annoyed that his game is being interrupted. Early warning satellites detected multiple Russian launches, Banks says, her voice with an edge the president has not heard before. 200 missiles in flight. What? There must be a mistake. The Russians can't be that crazy. Nuclear war over Belarus? New intel says Russian troops are pouring over the border toward Minsk. Shots fired. Mr. President, I have Stratcom on the line, putting on speaker. Mr. President, this is General Bradley. I am sorry to bother you, but my screens now show 400 Russian ICBMs heading for the U.S. mainland, striking in about 10 minutes. My God, do we have confirmation? Could it be a false alarm? London and Alaska already confirmed. No indications of false alarm. Could it be a computer hack? Not possible. Every indication is that we are under attack, sir. Mr. President, I recommend scrambling our strategic bombers immediately and initiating launch procedures, and let's get on the chopper to get you to a safe location. Do it, the president says as he rushes onto the helicopter. Major, open the football. A chill goes down the president's spine as he says these words for the first time. Since the moment he took the oath of office almost 4 years ago, a senior military aide has followed the president everywhere he goes carrying the football, a briefcase that contains a secure phone, identification codes, nuclear attack options, and anything else the president might need to launch a nuclear strike. Okay, team, game time. What are my options? Major Attack Option 3 takes out all of Russia's military installations and limits civilian casualties, the National Security Advisor says, but it may not neutralize the entire military. Mr. President, I strongly advise Major Attack Option 1, full counterstrike, implores the Defense Secretary. Anything less invites a second wave, killing even more Americans. Mr. President, I concur, says the National Security Advisor, and we're running out of time. If you don't launch before the Russian missiles hit, they could take out our silos, severely limiting our response. We would lose an entire leg of the triad. The science advisor speaks up.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?